Hey everybody, I see we got some people in the room already. I apologize for being late today, but as you can see, I'm banished back to the van. Um, Thank you everyone for coming in. Um, I've got an announcement. I'm going to give it a minute, let everybody come in, say hi, and have a visit. Make sure I know who's here. Oh, lucky one. Hey, hang on 1 second here. Let me find my phone. I know it's here somewhere. Uh-oh. Oh, there it is. Hi, lucky one. Dennis Hendrick, welcome. Cynthia Swearingen, welcome. Oh, there was a mosquito. I killed him. Charlie, give me a minute. I'll give you a link here in just a minute, buddy. I just got a text from Charlie saying drop the link. It's taking. I'm a little behind here right now. Give me a minute and I'll get squared away here. Get over here to my channel on my cell phone. There we go. There it is. Pause it there. All right, now we got a bunch of people here. Apologize for this late start here, guys, but that's how it goes. All right, so lucky one, Dennis Hendrick, Cynthia Swearingen, Georgianne Rose, digging historic land. Welcome, digging historic land. Bill Paparouse, Ray Pursley, of course, my buddy Cynthia, P.A. Dave, welcome, P.A. Dave. Rusty Fines, man, I haven't seen you in forever. Welcome to the show. Kim's Nature Channel. Kim, you're my honey bunny, no matter what anybody says. Let's see. Metal Detecting with Randy. Welcome, buddy. Shannon Dalton. Shannon, I can see your comments, man. I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad everybody's here tonight. Come out swinging. Now, I know your name, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to wait. NorCal Metal Detecting. Welcome. Let's see if I missed anybody. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the screen here to see if there's anybody I don't see yet. Plugs for Days. Hey, Plugs for Days. I can't believe what I found. Oh, my God. Holy moly. And that's the bottom of the screen. Let me go ahead and throw up this link for Charlie. And Jeremy won't be with us right away. He's doing some stuff for his channel sponsor. He's got some stuff going on. So I feel like last week we had a pretty good run of it, and and we got a lot accomplished. We sold some or donated some ducks, and I made a little bit of money once everything was shipped out. And everything has been shipped out. And I appreciate y'all for your contributions. And we're going to do another one, but it's going to be a little bit different. And we'll talk about that later on. No Campfire. Hey, BC Treasure Trails. Hey, Charlie, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming in. I'm so glad to see you here.
You made me wait, pal.
I did make you wait. That is my new goal.
Everybody, and you made me wait.
I'm going to make you wait again because I can. Hang on a minute. Turn that off. For the last week, it's been so cold, I've had to keep a heating blanket on and run the ceramic heater just to stay warm. And tonight, I've got the air conditioner running. Go figure. It finally warmed up in South Carolina, and I'm happy it did because I was just freezing to death here. Papa Rouse says, Charlie, I sent Rob his GUI, but sorry, I ate yours. Well, there you have it.
Well, bro, that's not cool, bro.
Well, plugs for days. You've got that right. Yeah.
Hi, Georgian. What's up, Vernon?
So, look at my new shovel.
Damn, that's got to be painful.
That is my whole shovel. It's 18 inches long. Got that nice little ball handle. Weighs about 1.5 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Super lightweight, super easy to carry, I hope. I've been waiting for this for 2 weeks. It finally got here. I'm going to go test it out tomorrow.
Look at the size. It's tiny.
Yes, but look at these serrations, man. This is the kind of stuff that's going to cut those tree roots that I'm struggling to get through with all of my shovels. This is a lush shovel, and it's made for working on the ground and chopping through tree roots to find those largies and silvers and gold coins everywhere.
Yeah,
man. Yeah. And it was made in the USA, because that's you're not ever going to see that because it's on such a small handle that it's the sticker's tiny. Yeah.
You got that right.
Hey, Brett and Olin and Epilex, wouldn't you like to have a shovel like this for out in the field, man? Look at that. Plus, I can hang this on my backpack, and then I don't have to carry a shovel while I'm walking around out there. This baby is the bomb. Swamp Rat Nation,
you walk just fine.
Huh?
Hey, Tony. What, buddy?
What?
I
don't know. You said something about being just fine, but I didn't hear what you said. I don't know. You were just spewing like vomit on the screen.
What?
That's it. Yeah. FLX said he just dug a largie tonight. Congratulations, buddy.
That's awesome.
Good, man. I'm happy for you, man.
Still on my list.
I'm happy for you. It's still on your list? Well, you better keep hanging on to that list, because you're probably not going to get it anytime soon.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm just saying.
I'm telling you, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm here for you, buddy.
Fucking asshole.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
No problem. I'm here for you, buddy.
I know you are. I know you're here for me, and I appreciate it. So, I'm going to make a few changes to my channel, and I figure this is a good time to talk about it. Yep. It's been coming for a while. I know you know that, because
I don't know what your changes are, but shoot.
Well, you'll what?
Shoot, tell us what the changes are.
Oh, okay. So, I want to bring my channel back to being about metal detecting. I want to bring it back to being about this hobby that I got into as my positive interaction with the world, and make it about metal detecting. Make it about what we find and why we find it, or why we do it. Why do we metal detect? Why do we get out there and do this stuff? I still want to be able to laugh and have fun, but I want to keep that to a respectable level. Because at the end of the day, and here's where I'm coming from, and I hope you understand. I hope the room understands. At the end of the day, I started my YouTube channel so that my niece and nephew would be able to see what Uncle Dennis had been doing with his life in the last days while I was going through my chemo and cancers. And I honestly, I would be embarrassed if my niece and nephew watched any of my live streams for the last 7 months. I don't want them to see what I do on this stream. It's embarrassing to me. And if I'm embarrassed by it, I know they will be too. They're not seeing what got me into this hobby. And what got me into this hobby was cancer. I started this hobby because I was fighting cancer and looking for a positive daily activity to get out and do what I love, to do something I enjoy. And while I love coming here and I love joking and I love the carrying on, at some point it became not so funny anymore. And for the last week I've been downright miserable. Feeling like, well, like I've allowed myself to be portrayed as a worthless whatever. And that was
I don't think anybody in chat feels that way, Dennis.
Well, and I know that's me. This is me. This is how I have been feeling all week. Now, on top of that, I've been sick. I've been sick since I got here. I was sick before I got here, and then I got poison oak, which made it worse. And health wise, I've got some pretty major health issues going on that aren't necessarily cancer, but they're not very good. They're a result of having repeated chemos and repeated biopsies and repeated just, go to the doctor and get my ass tore up and beat down and this has been a very tough week for me. Today was the first time in a week, in 7 days, that I've been out to metal detect. And while I had a great time, I didn't find shit. My one great find for the day was at the last target. I found a broken piece of harmonica reed, and I was really happy to find that piece of harmonica reed because it was the only good thing I found all day. Now I went with Jeremy, and Jeremy kicked it. He kicked it. Jeremy got a seated half dime that was 2.5 feet deep. And then he got a barber dime that was 2 feet deep, swinging that CTX. And I'm going to tell you, that thing's a beast. I want one. I want to approach tonight a little bit differently than we've been doing. And if you're okay with that, Charlie, I'd like you to continue on with me.
It's your channel. You do whatever you want. I won't crack jokes. I won't do any of that. So
I don't want to say you can't crack jokes. I just want
to be... I'm good. I mean, we could just strictly talk metal detecting and see what happens.
And that's kind of where I want to go. I want to be... I want to be true to why I started this channel.
There you go.
And so I'm going to ask you to be my first guest. You're my co-host, but you're my first guest. Because Jeremy can't be here right now, and he's going to be my guest in a couple of weeks. I want to, is it okay if I ask you some questions about metal detecting and
go ahead.
What it means to you? All right. And by the way, we are going to do a giveaway tonight. This wasn't my idea. This was something that Jeremy donated. He brought them out and left them at the van with me. I won't be giving any of these things away ever again because they're so hard to find. I know I found 60 plus last year, but I want to keep every single one. But Jeremy has offered up 2 largies to be given away tonight during the live stream. These both have dates. And there's a matron head and there's a coronet or a big head. Or what we call an early head. One date is 1838. And that's a matron. And the other date is... I'm sorry, they're both matrons. We had 4 picked out. This is an 1841, so they're both matrons. And next week we'll give away a couple more.
Nice.
Because he wants to do that. And well, I'm trying to. These are not from me. These are from Jeremy. Y'all won't ever get another large cent from me as long as I live. I love you all, but you can't have them. So Charlie, my first question to you would be, why? What started you? What was your inspiration to get into metal detecting? Um,
Time and thought that would be kind of. I did that and then did it for a while, and I had to have some neurosurgery done on my arm, and surgery for my nerves. But anyways, laid me up for a month. I couldn't do nothing. And I was watching YouTube and I was watching History Seekers, and they were finding the Civil War stuff, and I thought that was just cool. And that's when I got into it.
Okay. And what was your first metal detector?
As a kid, a bounty hunter. As a seriously wanted to get into detecting, I bought and this is right when the Equinoxes were out for a little bit. I bought the Nokta Macro Impact.
Oh,
and then I bought a Simplex, and then I bought the Noxes, then an Excalibur 2, and now I got the Manicore.
Wow. And of all of those machines, what's your favorite and why?
I can't say I have a favorite. Learned them all. They all work just fine. I mean, you find stuff with all of them. But the Simplex, I didn't like for the fact I loved it on the land, but you can't take it to the beach and get in that salt water or nowhere's near it because it's just chatter. So, I mean, you could drop your sensitivity down to nothing and it still would chatter, especially up here. The bounty hunter worked fine on the beach, but I never got that. I got that coil wet a couple of times, but not like where I go out now. I like the Excalibur for the water hunting, but I take the Manicore quite a bit in the water now. I need to do a video with that. You guys would be amazed with that backlight, the light that's on it at night. I want to do a night hunt in the water. Show you guys. It's pretty cool.
There was a machine.
Really have huh?
There was a machine I had. I think it was a Simplex, and it had a backlight on it, like a light that would shine down at the coil, but I never used it. I don't remember what it was. Anyway.
Mm-hmm. I know that Simplex is, I mean, for what it is, it was a great machine. I liked it. I liked it a lot. But now they got the Xterra Pro coming out, and sorry to say it, I think that's going to be the ticket for that price range.
Yeah.
Danny Boy, see? And hello, everybody in chat. I didn't get to say hi to you guys, so.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Surprise interview. No, go ahead.
Oh well, it's a laid back interview because I didn't really plan ahead. Let's see.
Don, the Simplex does have lights. It had the lights and vibration as well.
I thought it did. I had the Simplex briefly, but I didn't like the Simplex because it felt cheesy. It felt, for me to use a detector, I need to stretch it all the way out because I like to get the coil away from my steel-toed boots, which I used to wear when I started metal detecting. And once you stretch it all the way out, it gets flimsy, it gets floppy. It doesn't. It's and I went to the Mine Lab because you could lock the Mine Lab coil or the shaft in place, and it stayed where it was, and of course now I use it very differently than I did when I started. But what's your favorite find?
I don't know where it's at. I found plenty of gold, plenty of silver and I love the Civil War stuff. the relics, the Civil War stuff, the old stuff. That means a lot to me. My favorite find, what kind of solidified it for me, and it wasn't nothing valuable. It was the first thing that I found where I thought, wow, that's pretty neat. I found this. It's probably about 5 inches. It was a Asian hair clip, right? But it had a dragon design on it, and I think that was silver. But it was pretty long. It was like that, and figured out it was like a clip for that you would put in your hair, right? For the ladies would put in their hair, and I found that at the beach. And when I found that, it might have even just silver plated. I don't even remember. But when I pulled that, I thought that was a cat's ass. Okay. And then that, and when I found, now this isn't real, but when you're first starting out, it's one of those fake reals, right? It doesn't say copy or anything. Oh,
yeah.
I can't see it, but because of the plastic, but it doesn't say copy or anything on it. But I was part of the hunting club up here, and I was at the beach, and I found that, and I just thought, man, and that was when I first got the Simplex. I pulled that thing, and I was just like blown away. I was like, I told my friend, I didn't even know what it was. I called him and I said, I got this coin that has a cross on it and this and that. And he's freaking out. So I meet him at the meeting and he's like, you got bazinga. So, but I still thought it was cool. So I framed that one. So.
Yeah. I have found one of those fake Spanish reals, cobs or whatever they're called. I have found one of those. It was the biggest heartache in the world. It's worse than finding a pull tab. Yeah, it's worse than a pull tab.
I still think it's one of my favorite finds just because of that. I mean, you go out and
still have it.
When you go dig, every day's like Christmas, right? Every time you go digging, you have an idea what's in the ground. Just like when you're a kid, you have an idea what you got from Santa Claus, right? Because it's on your list. But you don't really know until you pop it, you know? You pop it, and then you might say, hey, that's a silver quarter, but is it a barber? What is it? You know what I mean? Right. So when you find stuff, I like to try and keep, I don't keep all the trash, obviously, but if I see something, I'm like, oh, okay, that's kind of neat. I'm going to keep it. You know, it could be anything, you know what I mean? And I'll just keep it just because it's cool. And, you know, what are the odds of you finding that again? You know, so.
Right. Like that token, like that Radiant Eagle token.
Yeah, I got a token.
And the more I think about that token, the more I think that was one of my better finds that I just didn't have the wherewithal to see the glory in that token because it was lead and not silver. But that is a badass token. And
it's crazy. And see, that's what I mean. It doesn't have to be monetary value to be something. You know what I mean?
Right.
You find a token like that. What are the odds you're going to go out in the field and find another one? Very, very slim.
Slim. So, you know, it's like these large cents that we dig up north. You know, I dug 60 plus last year, and that's a big deal for any channel or any YouTube or any metal detectorist to dig 60 largies in a year. And I gave away 11 last year, and everyone that I think about that I gave away on this channel, while I'm happy that y'all got them, I don't ever want to give another one away because I worked really hard to find those coins, and they mean so. I mean, I'll go out and buy silver and give it away before I'll give away another coin I've dug up. That's just where I'm at, you know. I want those coins to go to my niece and nephew. I want them to say, my uncle found this. And while it doesn't have a date, it's really cool. You know?
I get it.
Yeah. And that's what it comes down to. It's about, you know, this hobby started as a hobby for me to do something fun. He got a hammered Parisian coin in New Jersey, 1296 ED. Someone dropped their parents. Oh my God.
See, that's just awesome, Tony. That's what I mean. You never know. You never know. I mean,
he
wasn't out there thinking he was going to go find the hammered. You know what I mean? Especially 1296 hammered. Not in New Jersey.
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
He says he thought it was a hippie token. That is awesome.
That is fantastic. Fun with dirt. I don't know what your name is because I don't know what anybody's name is, but
That's Tony.
maybe one day, Tony, maybe you'll consider coming up here on the live stream sometime and talking about this coin you found and showing it off to everybody. Share the joy. Let's see. Scratching Boomer says a 60 millimeter shell that they dropped from a plane. It's dated 1942. Now that's really cool. I want to find one of those, but I want it to be live. I want to find it, and I really want to find. I really want to find a live grenade or live bomb or live mortar or live landmine. You know, something that could potentially blow my shovel up. Well, not me, but my shovel or the guy next to me. You know, I want to find a live cannonball. I saw Kim's Nature Channel saying she wants to find a cannonball. I really want to find a cannonball that hasn't been exploded so I can dig it up and shake it and see what it sounds like and throw it on the ground and see what it sounds like. You know, I want something live and dangerous to come out of the ground. And preferably not something that's going to electrocute me. You know, the unexploded mine or bomb, I think that's cool. Jeremy's got one in the front yard. He does. He's got an unexploded shell in the front yard that he dug up this year. I think this year. And he's afraid of it. I want to go shake that thing. I want to shake it just to see if it's got anything inside so I can hear it, you know? But it's big too. It's like this big. It's some. I don't know what it is exactly, but it's an artillery shell of some sort. It's massive. Well,
that's not a good thing because your niece and nephew don't want to hear that you went out throwing cannonballs on the ground and blew yourself up.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I want to dig something that's unexploded. I want to find an unexploded ordnance of some kind. I want to dig that whole cannonball out of the ground. It still has the fuse attached. You know, I don't want it to blow up and kill me, but I want to find something like that because I see people do that, and I think that's cool as hell. You know. And you know, I want to. I don't know what I want something, but I don't know what it is. What do you want? What is your ultimate bucket lister, other than a V nickel? Because
right now the V nickel.
The V nickel.
Yeah, okay. I mean, if I've not found any barbers. I haven't found any seeded. No largies. So I haven't found any of that. All of those stuff are on my list, but right now I want to find a V nickel.
Okay. All right. And there's a chance for you to find a V nickel in Florida. A little chance.
Yeah.
When you go up to your camp in Alabama, there's a better chance to find a V nickel up there. And if you do finally make it up to New York, there's a good chance that you can find a V nickel up there.
Yeah, I'll be going that way. Well, Connecticut in the 4th of July weekend.
Yeah. And I wish I was still going to be in New York then, but I won't. The 4th of July, I'll be in Idaho, metal detecting in Idaho for the 4th, for about 10 days. So
that'd be a good time.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I get to go visit with some friends, and it's been, I want to say, 3 or 4 years since I've seen them. Thea Rose was 6 months old at the time, and I don't know how old she is now. She's definitely not 3 or 4. And they've got another one another child and another one on the way, I think. So it'd be nice to be able to reconnect with friends. And um, um, Bill Papa Ralph says he wants a gold double eagle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, uh, uh, uh,
An open
BC
box.
Treasure Sales, he says he wants a box of unopened box of gooeyes. Well, don't let Charlie send you those because, well, it might be a box. Yeah.
I just got another shipment in today, actually.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Wow. Tiny says the artillery shell Jeremy found is dang cool. She's right. It's dang cool. I've been out there looking at it several times. So, Swampy wants to know where you're going in Connecticut.
A town outside of what's it called? Millerton? Yeah, that's the name of it, Millerton.
Okay. There's Mr. Jeremy. He's come in. Welcome, Jeremy. He was off doing something this evening with his channel sponsor. Jeremy banged it out of the park. I'm happy for him. I say that in the most positive, honest way I can. But he found a seated half dime, 2.5 feet deep, and that just blows my mind. I want a CTX 3030 after watching what he does with his, because that thing was just bad to the bone. I don't think the Knox can do that right now. I don't think I can dig that deep.
I don't know. The 7 and 900 gets pretty deep, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe that's where I need to aim for, is a 900 instead of a. I don't think I can hold the CTX for any length of time. It's such a heavy machine.
Yeah.
FLX, there's a chance you could find a hoard of silver coins up there in New York. I mean, there's that chance out there.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, Frank.
Hey, John.
Hi, John. Hi, Luderate. Oh, wait. Luderate is Frank. I remember that.
Yep.
And John must be Finders Keepers.
You got that
I won't
right.
remember that next week, guys. So I have an excuse, though.
Dave says he'll sell you his
What? Tell me your what?
CTX.
Oh, man, I don't know, man. Unless you're going to give it to me for a really good price. I mean, I would love to try out a CTX and just do what Jeremy does, because that guy, he goes along. He doesn't hear the iron. He doesn't hear, or from what I understand, he doesn't hear the iron. What he hears is what's under the iron, which is what your mana core is supposed to do, right?
Yeah, once they update it, it doesn't do that so good right now.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, I've dug over iron with it now. I know that sometimes the iron, I mean, it will separate the iron from a coin. No problem. But some rusty irons by itself can false it to where in multi-frequency, you're going to catch it and it's going to look like a coin. But then if you drop out a multi-frequency into like, I don't know, 15, it'll be just junk. You know
okay.
I mean? So,
okay.
There's ways around it, and I'm still learning the machine.
Right.
But I know that MindLab's supposedly coming up with a hot fix for that. They're going to send out an update to supposedly resolve that.
Okay. All right. What is that? Swamp Rat says, get with me. I'll see if I can get you on the sawmill property.
Cool, Don.
That's his brother's property up there in Connecticut.
We're about in Connecticut.
Yeah, Don. I don't remember where you told me that was. But I know it's in Connecticut somewhere. Danny, how is your 700 working out for you? Are you finding more with it than you were with your Knox or your what? I don't even know what the machines you're swaying.
See what John put?
CTX isn't even the same realm as the Manicore on iron or modern non-ferrous trash. Okay. So, John, are you saying that the Manicore is better than the CTX in that range or in that field of question? Swampy says Heberon, Connecticut, Charlie.
I'll have to look that up and see how far that is from where I'm going to be at.
Yeah. Hey, Pat. Present.
How's it going, Pat? Oh, Russell Tucker's got a new channel, Rusty Finds. Or have you had that channel long, Rusty? Or Russell?
Yeah, he started that. He started that channel. He told me he was going to do that. I don't remember. It's not been long. And he's going to start doing videos too. Pigeon Blood, welcome. Did you watch Mower Dog video? Trace target. Target trace follows the Ferris limits. MindLab engineer called it a feature. It's causing falsing. I hope that iron falsing and beach falsing is corrected. Pigeon Blood, I haven't seen that, but I'll definitely take a look at that.
What they're talking about is Mower Dog did a video where he was discriminating out certain tones, right? And he was waving stuff in front of it. And on the lower end, I think it might have been like an 18 or a 20 signal. He was trying to discriminate it out. And on the Manicore, you're just there's a top discrimination and a bottom discrimination, and then the line in the middle is where your non-ferrous targets are, right?
Okay.
And it can be above that line, below that line, as long as it's not going into the gray. Sometimes it'll leach in the gray even a little bit. But generally, in that center line is your non-ferrous. He showed a video where he was trying to discriminate something out. The top ferrous section discrimination area worked perfect. He discriminated everything. On the bottom side, he went to discriminate something out. And as he was like, so here's your discrimination. And let's say your discrimination, you're trying to get rid of my fist, right? So you would bring this up and it would pass the fist, right? So now you're not going to hear it no more, right? But what ended up happening, as he was raising it up, it was coming along with the ride. So it went up with it. So you never got rid of that, right? So it's not there. So he brought it all the way back down, and I guess it's only out for right now for that whatever that was. I forgot what it was. Oh, it was a bottle cap or something, some kind of bottle cap, and it was doing that to it. But I'll tell you what, I've hit the beach and I hardly dig any bottle caps.
Right.
I've dug a few. I'm not going to say I haven't dug any, but nowhere near like I was digging before. Hey, Don.
And Shane the Blind Treasure Hunter is in. Welcome, Shane.
Hey, Shane. How you doing, buddy?
Happy to have you here. And, of course, you saw Pat from Past and Present.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I want to understand the difference between these machines so I can make an educated purchase. If I'm going to buy a new machine, what am I going to buy? What's going to get me the best opportunity for that best tone. Whatever
I
that
would say
best
right
tone.
now, I mean, for me, obviously you buy you stay within your realms what you can afford to buy, right? Well, that's
Right.
not going to kill you.
Right.
If it wasn't an object, I would say the Deus 2 or the Manicore. Those
Okay.
would be my top choices. Then I would go like a 900 or 700. Um, I don't know. The Xterra Pro seems kind of like it might be something.
Yeah.
The Legends, since they updated that thing, people are loving it. When it first came out, not so much.
Not so
But after
much.
they threw all those
Yeah.
updates at it, that thing, I mean, it wrecks it on the beach now. It's quiet. It runs great. And I don't even have one, but it seems to be doing really well. Hey, Rob, how's it going, bud? Well, I would say just depends on what your range is, and
Yeah.
also, I mean, you don't have to. I don't know if those machines, that the DS2 or the Manicore, really warrant that price range.
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
still up in the air about that. I don't know.
Oh,
That's a hard one to figure out. Hey, Buckle Boy.
a mountain lion just jumped on top of my van, scared the crap out of me. Jeremy, there's cats out here, and when they jump on top of the van, it shakes the whole thing. It's funny as crap.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That's the effect of being in somebody's backyard. The cats love this van. Yeah, Jeremy said, and he's right, man. I had a hard time picking up the seated half dime that he found, but it was 2.5 feet deep. I mean, it was down there, and through rocks and through iron, and man, I had to bump my sensitivity all the way to 25. I had to drop my recovery speed to 1, and I had to turn on iron just to get a chirp of what he was picking up with the CTX. And realistically, I could do that. I could find stuff that way, but I will have to get all of the iron out of the way first, which is what I've been doing with that mine lab. Is I go out, I spend a day doing nothing but digging up trash, digging up iron specifically to get it out of the way, and then coming back and looking for something better. Go ahead.
Prison Blood. When I first got that machine, I hit the beach with it, and I found that if I ground balanced that machine on the beach, I did false. But if I left it a multi, I didn't false. Now I would false if I try to crank that thing up past 28. I'm running that on the beach. I usually run 22 to 23 on the beach, and sometimes less. Just depends on what's going on. But when I'm in, I think it's called sea and salt or something like that. I can run that, and it's quiet. I mean, it's really quiet, and I can crank it up a little bit more. But yeah, I've had falsing with it, but you have to adjust your sensitivity. I'm not saying it doesn't false on the beach at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I notice it more when I try to ground balance it on the beach, and I generally don't do that anyways. Usually, when I take the regular knocks out, I leave that in multi and just go. So
okay. I don't. I would like to think about maybe somewhere down the line getting another machine. And I'm looking at the what do you call it there?
the Xterra Pro.
Xterra Pro. I'm sorry, the cat is freaking me out. He's walking around up there on the roof. I don't know what he's doing. I'm looking at the Xterra Pro as an additional machine to my arsenal here, but more for more for something that I can send out and give to kids up north to use. And I'm going to try working something out where I can start donating machines like the Xterra Pro. There you go, Rob. There's your GUIs. Apparently, Charlie hasn't eaten them all yet.
Nope, they just came in.
Yeah, I'm surprised he hasn't eaten them all yet. I mean, we know how you love those GUIs.
They are good.
It's
They're
likely, if I were to guess, it's likely that.
Felipe.
Who's
Go
that?
ahead. I was just saying hello to Felipe.
Hey, Marty V.
Hey, Marty.
Felipe. It's likely by Sunday you won't have any left. Is that the no? You'll have one.
I've been pretty good. At the last batch, held me almost 2 weeks.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right.
But then it was over a pound of GUIs too. I mean, it was
That's a lot of GUIs.
It was double this. Denise really hooked me up, and she hooked me up again today. I wasn't expecting that, so that was pretty cool.
Blind Treasure Hunter says, or he's Danny says, I want the Xterra Pro just to play around with it. Very simple to use. Well, Danny, I'm going to tell you, we're going to be doing another donate a duck or donate a car or donate a something, and it's going to be for the Xterra Pros. That's going to be my next push. Rob sent him 50 pounds the last time. Well, I think there was
John
a lot.
Wants to know whose channel was it? The 2.5 foot deep half dime on.
That was Digging Up the Carolinas. Finders Keepers. And I'm going to tell you, I was there. I saw that dime come out of the ground. I saw what it took for him to get that coin out of the ground. And he's got more stamina than I do. That coin was down there. Like, holy crap. Was that the live stream? He did have a live stream today. I don't know what he found during the live stream, but he did do a live stream today. Yes. You've got the GUI master right here. Well, there you have it. Danny wants to know what would the odds be of me winning it? That's the Xterra Pro. People would not like me if I win another detector. Look here, buddy. Everybody has the same chance to win. That's the great thing about this. If you donate a duck, you've got a chance to win. That's how it works.
Hey, DNL.
Hey, DNL. Welcome. And 717, the 717. That's Orlando, by the way. I know his name. Welcome to the show. I'm gonna throw the link in and let Jeremy come up so I can start putting some names in.
Hey, Shannon Bortner.
Run things for a little bit, if you would. Are you willing to run the stream with Jeremy for a little bit?
Yeah, that's fine. Rob, I'm about 5 people shy from doing the whole Manicore thing, so nope, didn't get there. But that's all right. There's somebody in this chat that wants to buy it straight out, and I don't want to make it linger. Right. So,
Jeremy, I threw the link up there. If you can pop up here with Mr. Charlie to help keep track of things and talk to everybody. And Rob says you'll have them by next week.
Yeah, I was hoping to be done with it this week.
Yeah.
It's not the money thing. It's nothing about that. It's just I hate making things linger.
Thank you, Cynthia. I didn't see that comment. Two brothers, I'm limiting the moderators on the channel at this time. That's a choice I've made, and we have people in the room um, who can share your channel for you. So if and I can do that in a half a second if you'd like. But there you go. Plugs for days. Thank you, buddy. Um, uh, Jeremy, are you going to come up here or not? Blind Treasure Hunter says, I would rather have the CTX than the Manicore.
Now, why is that, Shane?
Yeah, why is that, Shane?
Explain that one, Mr. Blind Treasure Hunter.
Yeah, explain that one.
Maybe you should bring Shane up here so he can explain it.
Shane, if you want to pop up here and have a chat, the link is in there. Feel free to jump in. I need to step away from the computer for a minute. Can I just leave you there for a minute alone?
Yeah.
Is that okay? I apologize. I'm having an issue I got to go take care of. I'll be right back, everybody. Thank you, Charlie.
Okay. Well, come on up, Pat. Dennis takes a wrench and switches settings like most do socks. Shannon. Felipe says he'll stick with the 800. There is nothing wrong with the 800. There's nothing wrong with a lot of machines. You're happy with it. It works for you. That is awesome. I just, I don't see nothing wrong with it. Yep.
Hey, Dennis.
Hey, Pat.
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Not too bad. Getting ready for a dig tomorrow, but that's about it.
Where are you going digging at?
1860s home site on a field, all it is now.
An 1860s home site, you said?
18. Yeah, it's all it is a field now. A lot of Indians, barbers and Indians mostly.
And how do you research an area? Do you use like the Gaia app or historic aerials? What are you using?
The Library of Congress old maps. I just type in county map for wherever, and it brings up the old maps from the 1850s and 1860s, and I go from there.
That's pretty cool.
And they're all free. I save them right on my phone as a link. And
so is that an app on your phone?
I can even jump if I put them in a. What's that?
Is it an app?
No, it's just Library of Congress. If you go into Google Chat or Google search and type LOC and say, like, for where I'm at, LOC Shenango County, New York. It'll bring up old maps of Shenango County, New York, and they have the surveyor's maps from the 1850s and 1860s in there.
You know what? That's some good info right there, buddy. You're going to have to give that a try. You said LOC, huh?
But I did it for all the counties around me, so now I know where everything is. And the maps show the old home site squares and the names of the people, and
that's cool.
That's how those silver cufflinks that I sent you the picture of.
Okay.
Right across the river from the farm I've dug them on was an I. Bennett, which matched up to IB hand scrolled in.
That's awesome, man.
Into the silver cufflinks.
So when you get out there, what do? You look for an iron patch and then you're around the old home site? Is that how it works?
Yeah, pretty much. I'll look at where it is on the map and then I'll cross-reference it. I'm trying to think of what the name of that website is. It's Historic Aerials. Have you ever used that one?
Yep. Yeah, I have used that.
Where you can cross-reference the old map to the new map and back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I could do that with the Guy app pretty good too.
I'll do that, and then basically just walk and walk and walk.
That's pretty cool. You got to be pretty excited. You find IHPs. Now that's my favorite coin.
Yeah. This place, we've only been there 3 times, and we've pulled, I think, 13 Indian heads, and 6 or 7 barber dimes have come off of it now.
6 or 7?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Oh man, I wish I could find that.
No
stuff
seededs yet off of it, but the oldest one was I dug a 1892 last year, 1892 first year barber off of it last year.
Oh wow, Shannon says I tried to use topo mats and overlays. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. And I heard that I haven't tried them yet. I think they're called the Sanborn maps. Those are supposed to be really good.
That's what Library of Congress uses. And
okay.
And they're free to get to. Sanborn Fire Casualty Insurance Maps.
That's it. That's the ticket right there. Yeah, I heard a lot of good stuff about those. Shannon
they're
really said
accurate.
IHP. I'm sorry?
They're really accurate.
Yeah, I got to try those out. I haven't got to mess with those yet. Wow, Marty's found another V nickel. Congratulations, Marty.
Out of a roll. That's sweet.
1891. Can you believe?
Wow.
Wow, Pat. So tomorrow's going to be a good day.
Come out of the ground and they don't look much like a nickel anymore.
I'd be happy just to find one.
Hey, Dennis. He's muted.
Hey there, past and present.
How's it going?
Good, man.
Actually got a voice to the face now, kind of.
Yeah, kind of. I'm going to look down for this whole conversation because I'm putting names into the race for the largies. But I'm really glad you came up and were talking with Charlie. I heard most of that. I had an emergency and had to get off the visible stream, but I've used the when I first started out before Gaia, I was using the county GIS for maps to identify not just the what was on the property, but what happened on that property throughout the years. So if you use your county GIS tax assessor, it will tell you every time there was an improvement made to the property and what the improvement was.
See, most of the ones I go to, there's no resemblance of a home anymore. Not even a home, not even a cellar hole. It's just fields.
Just fields, yeah. And I've got a lot of those.
Yep. Yeah. Well, you're in the same neck of the woods, just west.
Yeah. Absolutely. So, oh crap! It just went back. Sorry, I had my race going and then I did something and I lost it because I was sitting here not paying attention. Give me 1 second here while I screw around with this and see if I can get it back. I did copy all the names though. That's good. Here we go. You guys can talk, Charlie. You guys can talk.
Oh, that's me. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh, you're good.
Had to turn the volume down on the phone so I could read chat. Yeah, I'm just getting used to this popping up on people's streams things. I've been doing it on a few other guys now, and the coin community I hang out in. But
right.
Well, there you go.
I saw you pop that StreamYard link up, and I know what that means. And I saw it. I was like, yeah, you guys be afraid. I might pop up there just real willy-nilly.
That's okay, man. I'm happy to have you come in. I'm happy to have you give some insight on how you're looking for your old home sites, and those things can help other people.
Oh yeah,
who are trying to do something in the field. Sorry, I'm trying to remember what I'm doing.
But yeah, that historic aerials. I've never tried historic map works, but historic aerials. That one goes back. I think the oldest ones I've found on there is like 1903, 1905, but they still base it back to the point where, okay, this is a field now, but in 1903, there was a home there. Oh, there were 9 homes there.
Right.
And
right.
It still shows the squares, but the Library of Congress Sanborn ones, those ones show squares. They show names of people. Like a couple of the guys I dig with, if I tell them, hey, if I'm going out digging by myself, if anybody's looking for me and I'm not home, I went to the doctor's site. And these guys know my maps that I use, so they know, okay, this guy's house was the doctor's site. This field was a doctor's home.
That's good.
Because with my health, you know what it's like, Dennis. Sometimes I do a lot of my digging alone, and I'll be an hour out into the woods somewhere.
Right. And that's my this year, the most digging I've done with other people has been this year. Most of the time I'm out there by myself.
Yeah.
And I like it both ways. I enjoy having people to go out digging with.
Yep.
And I enjoy being out there by myself where it's just me in the field, or me in the woods, or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yep. So
nothing like walking up on a fresh cellar hole out in the middle of the woods and being the only one who's there, and just you get all giddy like a 12-year-old.
Yeah. I'm the first person to see this with a metal detector kind of feeling. And I have a lot of those properties in New York. I have a lot of those properties where I'm the first person on them.
I get a lot
as
of
I'm sure you as well. Yeah. So if I could ask everybody in chat one time, type the number 1 in chat. Only one time, please. So I know I'm not missing anybody.
So Pat, what's your oldest coin?
My oldest is a 1697 William and Mary.
Holy smokes.
Wow.
Dug at a site. It's an old school now. Now it's actually low income apartments, but it was a school, and it was right next to that in the lawn. We got lucky and dug up. There were some trimes in there, a few Liberty Cap, large cents. And then I dug the one, and it was hard to find what it was. And after it dried out, you could see the double bust on the front of it. So it was like, we knew what it was. And
that's awesome. That's crazy.
My oldest,
that's awesome, man.
Oldest silver.
What? I'm sorry?
1781 is my oldest silver. That's a Spanish.
Spanish?
Yeah. There's a lot of them around here.
Was it a 1 real or
a half real?
Half real?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Patty. I didn't see you in there earlier. I'm sorry.
Hey, Beth Cornett. Thank you for coming.
But like the one field we have, I was on a field one day and a guy came up and scared the crap out of me because I had headphones on, just walked into the field and snuck up behind me and told me about this other field. He goes, it's county property, this other field. He goes, we arrowhead hunt it, but we were down there last year and one of the guys found a 2 real laying right on the surface.
That's something else.
So I went to
Wow.
the county and checked with them, and they said, yeah, we're fine with it as long as the farmer who leases it is okay. And I asked who it was, and lo and behold, it was already a farmer I have permission for his farms he goes on. So I called him right up. He goes, yeah, go at it. And first day there, I pulled 7 largies, a half cent, and about 35 buttons. And to this day,
Wow.
we still pull. I've pulled over 500 buttons off this field.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, it was the original settler who bought the land from the Indians that's where his home site was, down on this big flat.
That is awesome.
All right.
The only thing is our cornfields, our farmers are lazy and they cut the stalks knee high.
Yeah.
So
Same.
swinging's a pain.
Same with me. And in the fall of the year, man, it's tough swinging out there because you're at the mercy of wherever that stuff is growing.
Yep.
And even with that, last year I did really well for largies. 66 was what I wound up with at the end of the year.
Nice.
Last year, and 7 colonial coppers.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty damn good. Let me just close that. Let me read the names. If you don't, I just see backbreaking just came in. If you don't see your name on here or you don't hear your name, please let me know so that I can get you added. I spelled that wrong, didn't I? I sure did.
That would be pretty hard there, Shane.
All right, so here's what we've got in the race here. Charlie, Cynthia, Kim, Lucky One, Shannon Dalton, past and present plugs, Randy, Marty V, Shane Kubat, FLX, NorCal, Jim Steele, Shannon B, Tanya, Relic Reaper, Olin, Swampy Tim, Rob FL, Bill, Two Brothers, PA Dave, Ray Pursley, Jeremy, Rusty Fines, Felipe, Dirt Clod, Fun with Dirt, DNL, Beth Cornett, Danny Boy, Vernon, Treasure Hunter, and Backbreaking. Did I miss anybody in that list? Anyone at all? Oh, George Ann. Sorry about that, George Ann. George Ann Rose. That'll make 35. Tom Riley. Anyone else?
Jeremy said to take him out, please.
Oh, Jeremy, yeah. Jeremy gave these as the prizes, so I need to take Jeremy out of that. Sorry about that, Jeremy. You could win it, though, buddy. All right. That looks like everybody. Cynthia, I got George Ann in there just now. Thank you. And all right. Go to done. And go to.
So what are you giving away on this one, Dennis?
All right. Let me come back over to my StreamYard real quick. So this one here is going to be for I believe it's an 1838 Largie.
Oh, sweet.
And these were donated by Digging Up the Carolinas. So good luck, everyone. As Jeremy said, I wish you all could win, but he doesn't have that many to give away.
Hey, Backbreaking. I hope you're doing okay, buddy.
I tell you what, last place will get a largie also from me.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Not sure of the year, but last place will get a largie from me.
Awesome, Pat.
Wow. Backbreaking, I'm sorry to hear that. We'll be keeping you in our prayers. Help you get better soon. No way treasure hunter is coming up restricted, but
Georgian, he added you. He just added you.
yeah, I added you, buddy. Georgian, you're in there. All right, guys. So we'll give a shuffle. And I upgraded my duck races so that I can do other races. So we're going to do race cars for these races today.
Nice.
So first place will get one from me, and second or last place will get one from past and present. Good luck, everyone. Wow, that's really loud. That's better. Maybe.
Yeah, that's not bad.
That's better. That was too loud. Holy cow. I couldn't even hear myself talking. Thank you, Shannon. Brother Creeper said I got pulled over. The Popo is out there looking for him. Everybody's staying in a pretty tight pack here.
Really?
Yeah, you know what that means. Those people that are falling off the background, getting pulled over by the Popo, one of them is going to win.
Yeah, they're going to zoom right by it.
Yep. Who's it going to be?
20 seconds. Here comes the fallback.
Flex for days, man. You're awesome.
Go, go, go.
Tanya's drafting. Here we go. Last 7 seconds. Who's going to get this?
And there I go in reverse.
DNL?
Now, DNL. DNL treasure. You must be present to claim this. Let's turn that music off for a minute. DNL, if you're in the room, please say something. So there he is, DNL. I'll pop my email up so that you can send me an email with your name and address. We're going to go down to the last person in the race, and it's Swampy Tim.
Nice.
Congratulations, Swampy Tim.
I'll throw mine into the chat also so that he can send me an email.
Good deal. Thank you. Let me make a quick note here so I don't forget what I'm doing with these. All right. Congratulations, Swampy. Is Swami still in the room? Swamp Rat. Wait. Is Swampy in the room?
I'm looking.
I know he was planning to do a live stream tonight, so He might not be here.
Uh-oh.
She said Swamp left. Uh-oh. So it won't be Swampy. He
Oh.
left a long time ago. So what do you want to do? Do you want to take the next person from the bottom?
Go right to the last person. Danny Boy looks like it is.
Danny Boy. We know he's here. Danny Boy, congratulations, buddy. Speak up or forever hold your P's and Q's. Lucky one, this is the second prize from this race. So to go to the next person up. Shannon Dalton says it's rigged. We know that's true. Where is Danny Boy?
Yes,
There's
there
Danny Boy. Danny Boy says, awesome. What did I win?
You
Pat?
won a large set from me, Danny. I'm not sure of the year yet, but I'll pick out a nice one for you. I posted my email in there.
All right. Congratulations, Danny. And congratulations, D&L. D&L Treasures. Go back to race again. And we're going to do one more race. And that's going to be for another largie. And that largie is going to be a date of 1841. There it is. This one's a little bit more smooth than the last one, but it's still got enough detail. You can read the date. You can see the Liberty up there on her head. And the back is in pretty decent condition as well. That 1 cent really pops right up. So, let's do this. That's a 48. So, good luck, everyone. What do you guys think of the not duck races? Do you guys like these, or would you rather have duck races for the future?
Mm-hmm.
Mix the cars up, says Kim. Well, we're going to give them another shuffle. How many times do you want me to shuffle them, guys? She says, I hate yellow. There's a third shuffle. All right. We're going to go ahead and start it now. Good luck, everybody. Let's give it just a little bit of sound. All right. "13 times. You're too late." Jim Stale says, I prefer ducks. It's loud again. Is it too loud? Is that better? Kim says, I like the cars. The race seems to run smoother. I agree. My last couple of duck races were downright horrible because it looked like the ducks weren't moving at all. That last live stream. Was
that the duck race's fault or the internet?
That was the internet. That was just crappy bandwidth. Yeah. Tonight I'm not on Jeremy's internet. I'm on mine here in the van. I'd like to ask everybody to throw me a thumbs up for the live stream, and I thank you all for coming in. I really appreciate y'all being here. Next week I will have a special guest coming in to talk about metal detecting and what his favorite finds are and how he got to where he's at, and I'll have a little bit better programming than I had tonight. Hey, Iron Antler Adventure, welcome, buddy. That's Iron Beard for those of you who don't know.
Hey, James, how you doing, sir?
Here we are, the last 17 seconds of the race. Who's going to win this? 10 seconds. I see Olin is he's up front. Treasure Hunter's moving in. Uh-oh. Felipe's coming up. Fun with dirt. Felipe. Oh. Kim, you were so close. It's Fun with Dirt is our #1 spot.
Congratulations, Tony.
Congrats.
Tony, pop in. Let me know you're still here. There he is. Fun with Dirt. Thank you, buddy. All right. Let's shut that damn music off. Throw the banner in. I'm going to throw my banner up here that's got my email on it. For anybody that doesn't know my email, it's kickingcatchermining@gmail.com. If you guys can shoot me an email with your name and address, we'll get those out in the mail to you here Monday morning, first thing. And yeah, I think this went really well. We got 38 in the room as our peak, and honestly, I think that's one of my better live streams where I wasn't doing a big giveaway. Right?
I guess.
Uh-oh. Still there, Charlie?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's my internet is failing again, which is about standard. For the I should have plugged in too. We got 30 minutes left, so we're good. Thank you everyone who came in tonight and joining the live stream, and thank you, Charlie, for being a co-host and giving us an insight on what it is that brought you to metal detecting and what your favorites are and what your goals are, and
no goals, just have fun.
Just have fun. And that's how it should be. If you're not having fun doing this, well, you should do something else, you know.
Tom, it was delivered today, according to the email I got. Your pinpointer was delivered. I hope that's the truth, buddy. I hope you got it.
Okay. Well, I hope you got it too. All of my packages went out yesterday. They all went with UPS, and I've been trying to send out the tracking information to everybody, but I'm having trouble getting it out of the queue and into the send because the internet is really weak here. I'm really having a struggle with it. Tom Riley, the treasure hunter, says not here.
Let me go back. I'll look at my email, Tom, because I could have sworn I seen that it was delivered. Well, let me double check that.
Treasure hunter says love to talk about metal detecting. Well, good. That's
Okay,
where we
Danny.
want to be here. That's what we want to be doing.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking I can't post my email link because I'm not a mod.
Oh,
It's okay. Danny found it on my channel.
okay. All right.
He found it at my about page.
If you jump on your YouTube side, Pat, you could do that.
I was typing it in through my phone. even on the YouTube side on my PC, and it wasn't coming up.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
If you want to share that out in the chat, Pat, you can do that now. It should let you know. I would share it out, but I can't remember what it is. It's somewhere in my Gmail because I know I've sent you stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Bill's saying, Tom, that sometimes I'll get the notification that it was delivered, but it's normally the next day. So maybe it'll be there tomorrow.
Right. I had that.
There it goes.
Oh, there it goes. Thank you.
Thank you.
my new shovel, Amazon listed that as being delivered yesterday, but it actually didn't get delivered until today. So maybe UPS has the same. If it's UPS and the post office working together, if UPS delivers it to the post office, for the post office to deliver to the house, Amazon will show it as delivered because UPS has dropped it at the post office. So that might have something to do with it.
Here you go, Tom. I don't know if you can see that or not.
Oh, here, let me full screen you, Charlie.
Garrett AT Pro pinpointer. Your order has been delivered. So maybe it's going to pop up there tomorrow, like Bill was saying there, Tom. But if it doesn't show up tomorrow, please email me so I can get a hold of Myron and find out exactly what happened. Hi, Loretta. All right, Dennis. Congratulations again there, Tony.
Yes, congratulations to the winners.
Yep.
And thank you. Keep digging. I've been looking for one of these for a while. I spent a lot of time in the woods trying to chop through tree roots, and I haven't had a shovel yet that worked well. Stealth diggers. If you guys have never seen stealth diggers, they're up in Maine. They spend all of their time out there on the public land, on 1700s properties in the woods, and these are the type of shovels that they use. Now they all have the one with the T handle, but I wanted mine to be even smaller, lighter, easier to carry, easier to chop down tree roots or cut vines or whatever. And so I got the one with the ball handle. I'm super excited to get out and use this and get it dirty tomorrow, and scratch up that nice new powder coat so it doesn't look new anymore. So, and Jeremy and I are going out tomorrow, just up the road here to look at a home site that's in the woods. So maybe I'll find something really cool with this new shovel of mine. Pretty excited about it.
That's what I'm hoping for tomorrow. I'm going to be using Charlie's new shovel tomorrow for the first time.
There you go, Pat.
What kind of shovel did you get?
Walter's Welding. Well, just the same one, but 30-inch tall, I think.
Okay. Cool.
With the T handle on it.
With the T handle. Gotcha. Well, sweet. Good luck with that tomorrow. I hope you find another largie, buddy.
I'm hoping tomorrow, but we're going on an Indian field tomorrow.
Okay. I'm still about a month away from New York, so I'm hoping to be home by Easter. And if I get home by Easter, I'll be in the fields Easter Sunday.
We'll see you later, Dave.
Digging a hole.
Well, I got my truck running good now.
Dave, thanks for coming in.
I don't think so, Plugs.
3, 2, 1, and go, Charlie. Go where?
Oh, how fast he can eat the gooey.
Oh, how fast you can eat a gooey. Okay. All right. Well, I'm not going to encourage that because it's unhealthy to eat that many gooeys at one time, I think.
Yeah, he should share.
Maybe. Charlie should share. I agree. Yeah. What do you think, Charlie? Can you share? Can you give us all a gooey? Well, maybe next time Charlie will share. Thank you everybody for coming in. Thank you for being a part of the live stream, and I hope you all come back next Friday. I am going to be starting another program that will air once a week called Story Time with Kcmd or History with Kcmd. And I haven't nailed it down yet, but it's going to be a little bit of a story about whatever item I happen to find that week, and maybe a little bit of the history of how that item came to be, and my story of how it came to be in the ground. Because as my buddy Mr. Cox says, why let a little truth get in the way of a good story? I'm going to create stories, if you will, of my idea of how this largie wound up in the ground at the location where I happened to find it, or a button, or whatever it is that I'm digging, whatever item, whether it's a button, a relic, a piece of iron, a horseshoe, and then the story that goes along with how those items came to be made. So a little history lesson, a little storytelling. And that's going to start airing in May, once a week, in addition to my once a week Wednesday release of a feature video, Out in the Fields Metal Detecting. I hope you all come along with me for the ride and join me here for the live streams and have a little fun with it. I thank you guys for coming in, and we're going to end this live stream. So
Thanks
good night,
for
everybody.
having me up.
Thanks for coming up, Pat.
Thanks
I
for being
appreciate
here,
you.
Pat.
You guys have a great night, and hopefully I'll be seeing you in person in another month or so.
I hope so. I can't wait to get you up there in some of my cornfields and then come out and dig in some of your cornfields.
Yepers.
All right.
Definitely.
Good deal. All right, guys. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.